Good morning. I am Dr. Michelle Coleman, and I will guide us in mindful meditation today. This is from Thich Nhat Hanh, and if you want to take the practice deeper, I invite you to check out his really thin but powerful book, Miracle of Mindfulness. I'm going to invite you to have paper and pen to write anything you get from the silence, but I'm going to share that I'm not going to ring the bell until I've finished writing, because I noticed last time when I ring the bell before then, everything I got in the silence is gone. So, so feel the floor supporting you. Feel the chair pushing back as we show up into this now moment, as we open ourselves to unseen forces surrounding the throne of power, beauty, and might. We throw about ourselves protection found in the thought of the Christ as we go into this now moment. And when I say we throw about ourselves protection, I invite you to see yourself circled in white light from head to toe, meeting any needs, surrounding you, supporting you. And we're going to use the breath. As you breathe in, I invite you to say, breathing in, silently in your head. And as you breathe out, to say, breathing out. And as we practice breathing in and breathing out, eventually the breath will become so shallow we can only say in and out. And so together, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. I invite you to take this mindful breath into the silence with the support of the water in the garden. As you silently in your head show up in the now moment with breathing in and breathing out in the silence. breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out in the now moment. Any thoughts that come, just thank them and let them go. And come back to your breath with breathing in and breathing out. And as you focus on the breath and prepare to return to the room, let us give thanks for this opportunity to connect and to hear and to be supported. And I will give you just a few more minutes in the silence and then invite you to return to the room. And as you prepare to return, any thoughts, any downloads, any ahas, I invite you to write down. And I will give you a few minutes before I ring the bells. I see 2 people still writing. Hopefully you have the thread. And we give thanks. We have a few minutes before service so you can connect or continue to reflect, and service will start at 10:30.
Good morning, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. Oh, come on. Really? That's all you got? I know Marilyn's got some coffee in her or whatever, you know. Come on, let's try that again. Good morning, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. All right, now I don't know if that was just like overblown, overdone. If it was authentic, great. If not, well, just work on it for next Sunday. My name's Brian Kurtz. My pronouns are he and him. And I'm grateful to see everybody here. Got some new faces today. Grateful to see some older faces today. And it's a good day. Please turn off any of your noisemakers, clickers, poppers, beepers, and anything else that might take someone away from their spiritual experience today. If you're new, if you're joining online, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Hopefully my sweetie's in there watching from California. Just one, and she's plenty. She's great. I am thrilled, and that one is better than anything I could ever have hoped for or probably deserve, so it's all good. Together we are transforming our world with the power of love in action. I want to take a moment today and thank the people who are being love in action today. Susan Clark is our musical inspiration today, bringing her loveliness. Jennifer and Cheryl Ray are handling tech today, and Sue is back there kind of helping Jennifer and offering some moral support. Erica was our greeter today. Don't know if there was anyone else doing that, but thank you, Erica. Gilbert's working the bookstore today. And, Gilbert wanted me to let you guys know that the April issue, because it's the April issue, of Science of Mind is now on sale at 10% off in the bookstore. Go grab a copy. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. I want to thank Dr. Michelle Coleman for leading our meditation this morning. And Michelle and Carmela are going to be holding space for today. Marilyn O'Leary is going to be delivering our opening prayer and sharing a reading for the day. And Reverend Gill will be delivering our message. And let's see, what else do I need to make sure that got said? I think if I don't say it, someone's going to cover me. National Day of Action. Let's see, was that it? No, that happened. I keep remembering the newsletter comes out before Sunday so that everybody can see it and read it and check it out. And Susan Solari is still our Artist of the Month this month. Sherry, you got something for me? Thank you. Where is it? At the Balloon Fiesta Park, Earth Day. I know that's early because normally Earth Day is like the 22nd of April, but hey, we're getting a head start on Earth Day because we need it, and it keeps everybody awakening to planet Earth and our need to share the planet together healthily. Susan Solari is our Artist of the Month in the bookstore today. Go check her stuff out. I actually have one of her paintings on my wall at home, and her cards and paintings are available either in the bookstore or through Susan. So please check that out. Thank you.
I invite you to close your eyes and just sense that we are together. We are here as a group, as the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. We are here as who we are individually. And we are one. And we are one with this divine spirit that is in us. And I evoke this spirit in us to affirm for all of us that whatever we are here for today is given. It is already given. And so I ask you, I invite you to make an intention for today. Why are you here? What is it that you want to receive? Think about that for just a minute and know that that is given to you and that you can experience that. And also know that we all know who you really are. We know that you are an emanation of spirit. And we know that there is power and strength and courage and love in all of us that we share with each other. So I thank everyone who has worked to make this service happen today. I thank Susan for the music, and I thank Reverend Gill for his talk, and I thank people who work behind the scenes and the people that work on tech. I thank everyone, and I thank the food angels. And I thank all of you for being here and adding your energy to this wonderful service. So I'm so grateful for people who are here, who are working on this, who are involved. And please know that we are love. We are important. We bring love to the world. And please say with me, and so it is. Amen.
If you'd please stand, we have an opening congregational song. This is kind of a gospel. I call it a gospel romp. Yeah. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This faith that I have, the world didn't give it to me. No, 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 this faith that I have, the world didn't give it to me. I'm telling you, this faith that I have, the world didn't give it it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Short and sweet.
Now I'm on. There you go. Woo! Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome once again to Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. We're so happy to have you all here. Welcome, Chico, especially. And he's one of our special friends, and somewhere around here, Izzy's hanging out. Oh, very good. So we ascribe to the ideas of new thought, science of mind, unity, all those different kinds of things that talk about the idea that we are one. And so we'd like to just anchor us with what some of the basics are. And one of those basics is there's only one thing happening. There's only one spirit, one God, one whatever you call it, one energy. And that's known by many things, but it's only the one. And two, we get to commune with that energy through our being together, through our prayer, through our meditation, through our study, through our play. Thirdly, our thought is creative, meaning that when we think certain things, we actually set things in motion. And so we have to be conscious of what we're setting in motion in our lives. Sometimes we need a reminder from a friend that maybe we're not setting the thing in motion we want. Yeah, that happens on occasion. Let's see, the fourth thing is that it's all love. There's only love. Everywhere it is simply love expressing in some form or another. And finally, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. You're whole, perfect, and complete right where you are. That's just how it is. We show up, we have it all. The question is, can we access it? Can we release it? Can we be it? So, knowing all of that, I want to say that we want to just bless each other and everyone in the room. If you are new with us and you want to stand, we'd love to send this blessing to you. If you don't want to, you just receive it anyway. And those of you at home, receive it and share it with us as we do it. So we're going to rub our hands together. We're going to put out some energy. Whew. We see you. We see you. We know who you really are. We know who you really are. You are a divine emanation of spirit. You are a divine emanation of spirit. You are love. You are love. You are joy. You are peace. Welcome home. So how many folks thought about the fact that the universe is conspiring for your good this last week? Yeah, a few people did. Does anybody have did anything happen this week that you noticed as you were contemplating that fact? I have one.
So I just finished moving and absorbed a lot of moving expenses, and things are kind of tight. But this week, all sorts of money just like started showing up out of nowhere. I called up about a bill that was like $125. It's like, oh, that $100 shouldn't have been there. We'll take that off. And I was looking to pay off some stuff that was left on my old apartment, the move out and deposit and all that stuff. And it turns out I overestimated what I owed them for my last partial month, and I've got that money coming back. So it's like money coming out of nowhere, and all I had to do is say, okay, bring it. I have no idea what's coming, but I know it's coming, and the universe is conspiring in my behalf.
All right. All right. Thank you, Brian. Anybody else want to share anything this morning? Okay, we got an encouraging word right here.
Hi, my name's Lisa. So I had a message buried in my cell phone, messages, and I finally opened it up, and it was an opportunity, a guy that was calling me to be a guest on his podcast. And I thought, oh my gosh, this was way back in the beginning of March. But I reached out and left him a message. He called me immediately and told me how excited he was about me and how he found me and all this kind of stuff. But what was really great was after, so we've got it all set up, and this week we're going to do it. But I went online to check him out and find out who he is and what his podcast is. And like-minded, like spirit, he is such a handsome man and Creole and doing amazing things in the East Coast. And I don't know, I just felt this love. You know, I'm getting tears in my eyes just even talking about him. This affinity, and to have him be so grateful to sponsor me was like such a gift. So anyway, very positive.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Bob, what's up?
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm just very, very thankful that my wife made it home safely. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Chris.
I was in Kansas in my homeland, and I walked the ancestral properties, which I had never been on before, and did some really deep resolution and forgiveness work that just kind of came. It was unexpected, but it was offered, and it was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So everywhere we see Spirit conspiring for our good if we just are open to it. So thank you all. Thank you all for that. And I believe we have Susan to bless us with some more music. Is that right? Yes. All right.
And I would ask you to stand again if you want. I mean, it's always optional. You always have the choice to just sit, you know. It's this song that, it's an arrangement from Ruthie Foster. And it's an old gospel tune called Up Above My Head. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Yes, I really do believe there is heaven everywhere. Deep inside my soul, I feel peace within my heart. Deep inside my soul, I feel peace within my heart. Deep inside my soul, I feel peace within my heart. Yes, I really do believe this is where that heaven starts. Standing close to me, I see love in all my friends. Standing close to me, I see love in all my friends. Standing close to me, I see love in all my friends. Yes, I really do believe heaven never ends. First verse, up above my head, up above my head, up above my head. I hear music in the air, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, up above my head. I hear music in the air, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, up above my head. I hear music in the air, I hear music in the air. Yes, I really do believe there's heaven everywhere. Let's repeat those last two lines. Yes, I really do believe there is heaven everywhere. Yes. Thank you.
I think I forgot, am I on here? I think I forgot during the evocation to mention prayers for health. There are a lot of people that are needing prayers for health. And, you know, we live in these bodies, and We need help sometimes for that. So just remember, if that's your intention, we have a lot of power to help. We individually have that. Spirit is in us. And the affirmation I always use is, my body knows how to heal itself. And doctors often help too. So I have a short reading today from Living Without Fear by Ernest Holmes. And it's short because it's pretty dense, and we'll have a couple minutes to think about it afterwards. The natural order of evolution has brought us to a place where there is a quickening of the spirit, a keener perception of the mind, a deeper introspection of the soul. The veil between spirit and matter is thinning. We are emerging into a spiritual universe proclaimed alike by the philosopher, the religionist, the scientist, and the idealist. And the nature of reality or ultimate truth cannot have changed. 2 and 2 were 4 a million years ago. The awakening is to the mind and spirit, and from this mental and spiritual awakening follow objective equivalence. So we'll just take a couple of minutes to think about that. The veil between spirit and matter is thinning.
Lots of food for thought today. Help me remember that the veil between spirit and matter is thinning. Kind of reminds me of the aging process, actually. All right. Well, once again, I'm going to shake you out of your reverie, and it's going to become a regular thing that I do, I guess. Let's see if I think it, dream it, believe it, do it, think it, dream it, believe it, do it, think it, and then you gotta dream it, and then you have to believe it, do it. I'm taking all these blocks away from me. I'm claiming my passion right now. I am the CEO of my life. Nothing's gonna stop me, no way, no how. Think it, dream it, believe it, do it, think it, believe it, dream it. Oh, I'm gonna dare to dream and make some plans of all the things I want to do. I'm gonna lighten my load and ask for help. I am open to receiving, and my dreams are coming true. Think it, dream it, believe it, do believe it. Do it. Thinking to dream it, believe it, I can do it. Thinking to dream it, believe it, I can do. Thinking to dream it, I can do it. Thinking to dream it, believe it, I can sing this. Thinking to dream it, believe it, I can do it. Thinking to dream it, believe it, I can do it. Thinking to dream it, then believe it. Oh, that was close enough. Think it, and then you gotta dream it. Then you better believe it. Do it, think it. Then you gotta dream it, and you can believe it, and you can do it. Think it, and then what? Dream it. Dream it, and then what? Believe it. Believe it, then do it. Do it, think it, then dream it. Believe it. Do it, think it, dream it, believe it, yeah, on and on.
Thank you very much. Wow. Well, I'd just like to say welcome to everyone. And once again, we do have a few folks online with us, so I want to welcome you, particularly Greg, Pat, and Rebecca, because I know you're out there. And thank you for being here. I also know that we have some folks who are often with us who are not due to various things and struggles. We just want to bless our blessed Nancy Bowers, who is our administrative person, who is home from the hospital and doing much better. Not so much better that she wanted to come see us, though, so, you know, I just give her a bad time. But she really needed to rest today. My wife, Robin, is also at home today. She's having struggles with her knees, and so we're just going to bless those as well. So keeping all that in mind. Okay. So we're going to talk about visioning beyond the horizon. Interesting, huh? So what's a horizon? As far as you can see. The limit or the range of your perception is one of the definitions of horizon. We have a lot of things that refer to horizon. It's on the horizon. We have new horizons. There's something in the television and radio industry called horizon distance. So with television, the horizon distance is the farthest point on the Earth's surface visible from a transmitting antenna. So from wherever the antenna is, as far as it can see is the horizon. Now for radio, you have something called refraction. So the horizon for radio can be farther than you can see. Isn't that interesting? I remember those nights driving to my aunt and uncle's out in Arizona, and we'd be out in Arizona, we'd be listening to our radio stations from LA. You know, that's the standard thing, that AM radio goes everywhere if you happen to be in the right spot. So, you know, that's a very interesting thing. And so the thing today is about, you know, how do we see beyond what we can see? How's that happen? What is that about? So I'd like to share a story, and some of you may know it. The story of the two men in a hospital. I think of it as the old hospitals. And it was, you know, a room with a couple of beds, and they had a window on one side. And these two guys were in this room. One of them was confined to his bed, and he was on the far side of the room. And the other one was mostly confined to his bed. However, he got to sit up part of the day, and he would look out the window. And as he looked out the window, he would describe what he saw. And he talked about the lake that was out in the park. And he talked about the people who were walking by. He talked about the different dogs. One day he described the parade that was happening outside. He went through all of these different things that he saw. Each day he would have a little bit of time, and he would just describe this to his friend who wasn't able to see out the window, and his friend was very calmed and comforted by it all. And one day this gentleman who had been doing all the describing actually was discovered that he had made his transition in the night. And so after a little bit of time, the other guy said, "Hey, can I be by the window? I want to see what's out the window." So he went to the window. They put him by the window, and he looked out the window. There was nothing there. It's a brick wall. Brick wall, parking lot, whatever you want to think of. There was nothing there, nothing to see. And he said to the nurse, "Why was he telling me all this?" And she said, "Well," he said, how did he see all that? She said, "Well, I don't know, since he was blind. But I know that he wanted you to feel better." So, being able to see beyond what is both an internal thing where we grasp onto this imagination. We see in our imagination what's possible. But there are things beyond our imagination because why? Why are there things beyond our imagination? Because we've never encountered them. And our imagination can't quite go there. And I don't know if you've ever had this experience. I've had this experience with kids a couple times. When I was in Northern California, we lived about 2 hours from San Francisco and the beach. And I had some kids in the youth group who had never seen the ocean because they'd never gone. And there are those things that you do not even have an awareness of if you've never been exposed to them in some way. So part of seeing beyond our horizon is to have the opportunity to see something, the opportunity to have something happen. But when I think of the word visioning beyond our horizon, we talk about visioning a lot here. And visioning is the idea of being open to what Spirit is bringing through. And sometimes to see beyond what we know, we sort of have to receive something that's not within our normal consciousness. What is it? We don't understand it. It doesn't always make sense. And I've seen this happen in many different cases. And what the visioning beyond the horizon means is that we have a place where we put faith that what we sense is possible and real, even though I cannot see it. I do not understand it. Oh, the incoming voice calls. Oh. So when my wife and I were, in fact, this is a good story for today. Yesterday was our 23rd wedding anniversary. Yes. And thank you for that. But she's the one that deserves that. So anyway, when we were getting ready for our wedding, we decided we were going to vision for what it would be about. And we invited people together, and we did the visioning process, which some of you may know, some of you may not. But the idea is, you take time to be in a meditative state and you listen to what Spirit is telling you. You ask questions and you listen. And we had some wild things that showed up. But through that, we got the idea that we were going to be by the ocean. And so, thinking that we were making a joke, we said to my brother and his family, "Would you come to Hawaii if we were getting married in Hawaii?" And he said, "Absolutely." We said, "What?" That was totally outside of our thinking. Suddenly it was inside of our thinking. And we couldn't really see how to do it. And we didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of ways to make it all happen. But it all happened. And in this visioning, several different things showed up. Some we didn't understand. One of them that Robin likes to talk about is that somebody kept getting umbrellas, and she got worried about the rain, which doesn't happen that much on Maui on the side we were on. And it didn't rain, but it was sunny and hot, and people were out there with their umbrellas. They were either with umbrellas or standing in the straight line of the coconut tree, of the shadow. That was kind of fun. But, you know, the visioning beyond the horizon is we see something, we get a glimpse of something, and we allow it to come forth. We don't try to make it into what we want it to be. We don't try to force it and push it, but we allow it to come forth. And I can only imagine at some level this man in his hospital bed had this story. And he just kept allowing it to come forth, and he had this whole thing that he would tell. And it became reality, really, for him and for his roommate. They were both very much in it. And that is, I believe, what the idea of visioning beyond the horizon is, for us to see the possibility of what's out there and to allow for it to happen. How do we do what we say in this, the Centers for Spiritual Living talks about our vision being that it's a world that can work for all. How can we do that when we can't figure out a way to get along with our neighbor? How can we have that vision for something that's so far beyond? And I think it's allowing for the possibility that I don't understand it. And I don't know how, but I can see it. And I look at that all the time with this community and how we're moving along forward, and I don't understand a lot of it. And I don't understand how it's working all the time. And sometimes I think it's not working properly. And sometimes I think, oh, it's working great. But it doesn't matter. What matters is, can we be with it and allow it to come forth and trust that it's coming forth? Trust that what's beyond the horizon is still the universe conspiring for our good, even if we can't see it, even if we don't understand it, even if we don't know what to do with it. So where in our lives do we struggle with seeing beyond our horizon? Or where do we create, a horizon that's pretty close? Anybody have any thoughts on that? I see some shaking heads.
I tend to do it with my kids.
With your kids?
I see them out there.
Ah,
It's very hard for me to vision them here. But when I do, it's wonderful.
okay. And your kids primarily live? Yes. So there's, oh my God, I get that one so much more than you probably know. But seeing the possibility of being together as a family in a certain way is sometimes very difficult because we just have set it aside due to circumstances. You put an amount on it, like how much it could possibly have? Oh.
Maybe not on my timing or my visual thoughts of what I see, but it's always on.
Okay, so So yes, I just want to speak that that seeing as the parameter the numbers, if you will. You know, the thing on the paper that says this, right? That becomes our truth, and then we lose sight of what's possible. Yeah. What's that? Mental equivalent. So if we take those numbers into account and we go, this is what it is, then we get that mental equivalent, which is that's what it is. Yes. Yes. So how many people throughout history have we learned about who had to shift that for themselves? So what I was thinking about was a lot of people who, I don't know, we learn about who really did stuff, right? They were rule breakers. They had to look beyond what it said on the paper, what it said in the law, what it said in the culture, and they had to go beyond that in order to get to what they sensed was real and true. So Galileo was incredibly oppressed because he talked about all the things that we now base our science on. Because now we say, oh, that's accurate. Planets are round, they go in circles, they do all these things, and that was not very happily accepted at the time. It was outside of the rule of understanding. Van Gogh insisted that his paintings must be valuable even though he only sold one. I mean, to continue to create and do this, he had to have seen something bigger, which the rest of the world seemed to catch on to over time. But he was ahead of it. Gandhi broke all the rules and said, we're powerful if we stick together. We don't have to be angry and we don't have to fight, but we have to stick together. And he basically threw out an empire builder of Great Britain, right? I mean, he didn't exactly throw him out, but he created the situation over time. Again, in the United States with civil rights, the same things happened. And you had, what happened? Why did we have the big bus thing in, which state? Where am I confused? Montgomery? It is Montgomery? The bus, yeah. So Birmingham? Yeah, there was, anyway, people boycotted, that's the word I was looking for, right? For a long period of time. But why did that happen? Why did it start? It started because Rosa Parks wouldn't sit down when she was told to. And that was a rule. What about the idea that women couldn't read and write? What about the idea that slaves weren't allowed to be educated? And you shouldn't be able to. Yes, and those who did were persecuted. So people have often said in order to push toward what they could see beyond that horizon, when they had that vision, it meant that they couldn't just do business as usual. You couldn't just allow whatever was happening to dictate your life. You couldn't allow your understanding of it to dictate your next actions. We have to open up to something bigger, something that's more, something that's more. And so I think we find ourselves in that situation probably more than we think. We find it in our personal lives. I think we see it in our country. We see that there's going to be a lot of things that happen and a lot of rules that are, quote, being broken and will need to be broken in order to move forward. And Does that change what's over the horizon? Does that change the vision of something that works, of love in the world, of people creating community and working together? No. That's the vision that we're going for. And sometimes it looks a little messy, but the vision remains the same. And because it's beyond where we can see, doesn't make it invalid. So when you see something and you know and you sense that this is where it is, this is where I'm going, this is what's important, this is what I need to do, this is not what I need to do, that is valid. Even if other people say, what? No, you can't do that. That's not right. That's not how you function in this world. People constantly go beyond, but it's only when we see beyond that horizon. And we don't let the horizon dictate our lives. So I'm going to encourage us to see beyond our own horizons, on our own things that we've created, and beyond any of the other horizons in our world. And be open to what the vision is that Spirit has beyond that. I don't have to know how to do it. I don't have to know exactly when it's going to happen. I don't have to know any of that. I can continue to paint and have people think my paintings are great in another 100 years. That's fine. But I can stand with what I know to be true. And that's, we get stuck in this time and space, and we want it to happen within our understanding of what's now and what we can see. So I invite us to open our eyes, to open our minds, and to know that as we walk with that open space, we have the opportunity to really create that world that works for all. So I'd like to call us into prayer to anchor this, invite practitioners and ministers to surround the room, to just hold the space to symbolize how Spirit holds us at all times. So right now, we are grateful. We're grateful for this opportunity to be here, for this opportunity to be in community, to be in a space where we can explore our understandings, where we can ask questions, where we can push ourselves to learn something new. And knowing that as we do that, we are simply bringing forth Spirit as us. We're bringing forth that one life that lives within us as individuals, within us as communities, within us as all things. And that there is no way to separate us all, even though there's lots of things that look like they do it. But we are truly one in all things. And so knowing that, I declare that all that is happening for our good. That each and every person walking through pain in their body in some way, shape, or form, we just declare that their bodies know how to function. That there is the absolute perfect divine picture held within. And there's that perfect divine picture of who we should be, how we can show up to give our gifts to the world. And that, I declare right here and right now, as the truth of who we are. We allow that to be. We allow ourselves to be, that we might do what we need to, rather than trying to do what we need to be. We stand in that, knowing it's true. Being who we are allows us to do what needs to be done. So I'm grateful for this. I am truly knowing that each and every person everywhere suffering from anything is held in spirit, that they are given strength and peace and ease and grace, and that we are blessing others all the time, whether we feel like it or not. So I am knowing that people are being blessed in every moment by others in their lives, and that sometimes it doesn't look exactly like we'd like it to, but that doesn't take it away from us. So we know that beyond the horizon of our own understanding, beyond the horizon of our own thinking, is the perfection of who we are. And so we hold our arms out and we allow for that to be. We allow ourselves to step in that direction. We confidently move forward because we know we are in the perfection of spirit as we move in that direction. And so knowing that all of this is true, and all of this was true long before it was spoken, that we are simply downloading what Spirit has already expressed. I just give thanks for it, and I release this word and say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
There's a new world beyond the horizon, made of light, not of stone, calling out to all creation, you are not alone. Lions and lambs, saints and sinners, best of friends, enemies, woman and man, losers and winners, they're all in you and me. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Oh, out in the cold, there are faces hidden by the wind and rain. Hold out your hand, someone will take it and bring you home again. Yes, we are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Around the world tonight, all the fires are burning, tears are falling from the sky. But you know what? Still the world keeps turning. Because we are one heart. We are one soul. One dream we all share together. We are all a part. Yes, we are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we all share together. We are all a part Thank you.
So we come to the place where we get an opportunity to give of our monetary gifts, and I just want to invite us to remember how abundant we are in in all areas of our lives. All areas of our lives, and to remember how abundant we are as a community. And if you're at home or you want to do it a different way, we have some things going across of how you can give via text. You can always give online at the website. And we are going to speak this as we hold our gift or a symbol of our gift to our heart. And we say together, I am abundant and give from my abundance. I am prosperous and I give from my prosperity. I am blessed and I give from my blessings. My blessings of spirit are as abundant as the stars, and so I give and receive generously, and so it is. So feel free to use the baskets at the front and to sing along with Susan.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
As we know we are blessed, we give thanks for all the gifts. We give thanks for the opportunity to give. We give knowing that we receive as we give, and we give as we receive. So we are grateful, and we bless all these, knowing that they will go to exactly what is needed to continue the flow through this community into the larger community. And so it is.
Well, it has been so wonderful to be together today. It's just been great. Thank you all for being here. I want to remind you that we have practitioners ready to pray for you, with you. And, one reason, we always say we love to pray. One reason we love to pray is that it happens often that if somebody comes for a prayer, it's exactly something that we need to think about by ourselves. And people are laughing. It's true. So when you come and ask us for prayer, you often give us an opportunity to pray for ourselves too. So please don't stop that opportunity. And or you can also sign the prayer requests or fill out the prayer requests that are on the back table. We also are available for prayer. We're not available online, but if you can make a prayer request online. We can be available online if you want, so we'll figure that out. Let us know. We just want to be here to help. Also, when the service is over today, please come back in the social hall and join us for some socialization and whatever goodies are there. And I think that's it, isn't it? All right. Well, thank you all again for being here, and see you soon.
If you please stand, we're going to go out with some Ricky Byers this morning. I will meet you with my heart, heart to heart, la da us meet again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will touch you with my soul, soul to soul. Let us touch again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will meet you silently, breath to breath. Let us breathe as one, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will touch you with my heart, heart to heart. Let us touch again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are.
So let's go out with this affirmation. I rejoice in what is beyond my horizon. I rejoice in what is beyond my horizon. Take that out with you. So it is. Have a great day.